Please join us in the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Arms. At ease.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to Kings Mountain National Military Park. So thank you all for being here today as we commemorate the 241st anniversary of the Battle of Kings Mountain. I'm Diana Bramble, the superintendent of Calpenn's National Battlefield, Kings Mountain National Military Park, 96 National Historic Site, and the Overmountain Victory National Historic Trail. Commemoration is a term that I'm sure we're all familiar with, but it's a concept that I've begun to think more deeply about as I settle into the role of superintendent and as our nation inches closer to the 250th commemoration of the American Revolution. Commemorate, as defined by Merriam-Webster's dictionary, is to call to remembrance, to mark by some ceremony or observation, to serve as a memorial of. That's what we're gathered here to do, right? To commemorate. But what does that mean? This park exists because of commemoration. The lands were preserved and this monument was erected to commemorate a battle that took place here on October 7th, 1780. That battle was brief, but it had a tremendous impact on the outcome of the American Revolution. The battle that was fought here was so significant that local and state representatives from North Carolina and South Carolina, and groups such as the Daughters of the American Revolution, petitioned for years to erect this monument, which was dedicated in 1909. There are estimates that 8,000 to 10,000 people attended the two-day commemoration event. Can you imagine 8,000 to 10,000 people gathering here over the course of 2 days in 1909? It's astounding to imagine. How did they even get here? Pretty significant. The battle was so significant that the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America declared this site a national military park. That legislation was approved on March 3rd, 1931, which, interestingly enough, is the same day that the Star-Spangled Banner was designated the national anthem of the United States of America. I thought that was a fun fact worth mentioning. Each year, our dedicated park partner, the Overmountain Victory Trail Association, commemorates the march of the Overmountain Men to this very site. The route of the Overmountain Men was designated a National Historic Trail in 1980 to preserve the important and very compelling history of that 2-week march, which ended with the battle. So we have 1780, 1909, 1931, 1980, just a few of the dates associated with the establishment of what we have here today. This is 2021. We have 2021 challenges to deal with. This is exactly why commemoration is not just a big, important word. It's an essential action. So we, as in people, generally agree upon the importance of commemorating significant events. We commemorate birthdays, anniversaries, battles, because the act of commemoration helps to connect us to our shared history. The act of commemoration instills a sense of reverence for the person, place, or event that is significant to us. It helps us to understand who we are, or share an understanding of who we are with others, and it strengthens our ties. So this morning, we're gathered here at the U.S. Monument to commemorate the efforts of those who helped to establish this park. This afternoon, we'll gather at the amphitheater to commemorate the March of the Overmountain Men on the Kings Mountain, where they secured a critical victory for the Patriot effort in a battle which Thomas Jefferson is quoted as calling the turn of the tide of success. Today's commemoration activities are where we honor the bravery of those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for their beliefs, and where we all have the opportunity to connect with their stories, and where their descendants connect to their heritage. This is our history, the history of this local region, the history of South Carolina, North Carolina, and the history of our nation. On behalf of myself and the team here at Kings Mountain National Military Park and the Overmountain Victory National Historic Trail, we thank you for being with us today, as we are incredibly grateful to be the stewards of this resource and to share this remarkable history with you. I would also like to extend a huge thank you to the Overmountain Victory Trail Association. They've been on the trail for 2 weeks now. This is their last day. I know they're excited about it and ready to go home later tonight and sleep in their own bed. Huzzah! So they've been on the trail sharing the story of the Overmountain Men with the local communities. They're a dedicated group. I can't say that enough. They're a tremendously dedicated group, and their work reaches thousands of school-aged children each year. So thank you also to the team at Kings Mountain National Military Park for pulling this program together. It truly is a team effort, and they do an incredible job. Thank you. We are honored to have representatives from the Sons of the American Revolution, Daughters of the American Revolution, and Children of the American Revolution with us. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce the President of the President General of the National Society of the Sons of the American Revolution, Davis Wright. Thank you.
Colonel James Williams, Lieutenant Colonel James Steen.
Captain William Edmondson, Major William Chronicle, Captain John Maddox.
First Lieutenant William Blackburn, First Lieutenant Reese Bowen, First Lieutenant Robert Edmondson Sr., Second Lieutenant Andrew Edmondson.
Second Lieutenant John Beatty, Second Lieutenant James Corey, Second Lieutenant Nathaniel Gist, Second Lieutenant Humberson Lyon, and Second Lieutenant James Phillips.
Private Thomas Bricknell, Private John Boyd, Private John Brown, Private David Duff.
Private Preston Goforth, Private Henry Hengar, Private Michael Mahoney, Private Arthur Patterson, Private William Ruff.
Private John Smart, Private Daniel Sisk, Private William Steele, Private William Watson, and one man known but to God.
Go to your fire